What is going on, people from the tube? Welcome back to another bunch of things. As you guessed it, this is not a video that I wanted to make, and had to give it a couple of days to be objective about what I'm gonna say and not unleash everything that I really do have inside, because it's not gonna be of value to anyone if I so choose to do that. So I'm gonna try to be objective on this, and as you guessed it by the thumbnail of this video, yes, I'm calling the season short, almost 3 weeks. Reasons, I'm gonna try to explain myself. I don't want to make this video too long, but I'm gonna explain myself a little bit, and I'm gonna also disclose some of the changes that are gonna be happening, that are gonna be coming pretty shortly. And we're gonna roll with punch, and it is what it is, okay? So, what's going on? As you guys noticed, I haven't uploaded a video in about 2 weeks. I had to take a break. Mentally been struggling. I don't know the medical term, but I know that something happened and mentally wasn't in the best of the stages. So I had to put a break and put a stop couple of weeks during the holidays, just turn everything off, just cool down. And the reasonings behind as follow. I have gone hunting a lot, and as you guys know, we moved to Texas. I'm new to the area. I didn't come into this season with an idea of success. For me, a success was connect with a couple of birds, get to know the areas, get to know the bird population, what is happening, how it's moving, what the birds like, how they look. And to be honest, the success rate was almost non-existent. To put it in numbers, I will say 90% of my hunts with Toby, or whatever case might have been, resulted in a skunk. And a skunk, not necessarily that we took shots at birds and missed them, because I will put a video. I'm not afraid to show a video of me getting skunked. It's not gonna be the first time. There's plenty of videos of me getting skunked or missing birds, and I explain why, so we all can learn from. 90% of those, we literally didn't see a bird. Not a single shot fired. Not a lack of scouting. Some of those areas were already hunted before. We knew exactly what the population of the birds looked like, what they were doing. It's just wrong time, wrong place, but unfortunately it started feeling like I was always at the wrong time, at the wrong place. And there was no value there was no information to be conveyed. There was no learning experiences at that point. So a lot of those footages didn't pass from what's going on, people from the tube. Welcome back to another batch of things. That was pretty much the only value on those days. Lack of scouting, don't think so. Lack of knowing the area, could be. Weather patterns, could be. I won't even touch and talk about the numbers of birds that I shot here, because it just makes me more overwhelmed just to think about that. But the only thing that I can say is I'm really sure that the 90% of that really low number of bird shots by me this season in this state, I'm 99% convinced that the percentage of birds that I accumulated on this season were local birds. That's right. And quite honestly, due to how is portrayed the waterfowl in Texas, once again, I'm not bashing anybody, I'm not bashing the state, I'm not bashing the waterfowl. I'm just expressing what I saw, what I dealt with for 3 months and some change is not good. And there could be thousands of reasons for that. It could be El Niño, part of it. It could be anything. But I can say with conviction that I didn't hunt any area, and I hunt all 4 cardinal points of this state. And I can say without having nothing left inside of me, my experience just showed me I didn't see a population of birds that was healthy enough to say we had a migration. Those might be migrating birds, or even at a distance see groups of birds. Didn't get to see that. So once again, that's my experience. First year here, first hunting season here, but all of that combined started putting a lot of pressure on myself. I started by not enjoying the hunt, which is a no-no. I will get really aggravated really fast, and it's not because I'm not getting birds, I'm not shooting birds. It's because I'm not seeing a single bird. We did a couple of hunts where there was maybe 16, 18 boats on the area that we might be hunting at the time. And this didn't happen once, this happened several times. And not one shot was fired through the entire hunt. Now, mind you, a lot of the hunting areas here, public land, we're talking public land, I don't hunt private, public land. Closest, or let me rephrase that because I also end up in a pickle with that. Most of the areas that are open for waterfowl hunting here ask of you to stop shooting at waterfowl at noon and leave the premises. There's certain areas that you must be out of the area, the hunting area, by noon. That is actually limiting you and educating the birds to have a safe zone from 12 over, from midday over. So a lot of those areas, and we end up having a massive ticket. So I wasn't proud, I was extremely aggravated and extremely mad at that situation. And that was one of the drawing points and drawing lines where I was just like, I gotta stop. We end up getting a ticket because when you check in, I don't know if you guys are aware, in Texas you check in through an app in most of those areas. And as I mentioned before, 90% of these areas tells you stop shooting at noon and then leave the premises. This particular area that we were hunting happened to be one of those few areas where you need to be out of the area by noon. Like literally, physically, you must remove yourself from the area by noon. Once we start reading, we checked in, we start reading, and we get to the verbiage. Okay, the problem with this is the verbiage. The verbiage says something around the lines, I don't have it with me, but it's around the lines. On this area is open for waterfowl and all shooting must stop by noon. This particular area, when we checked in with the area, the verbiage is exactly the same as everything else. It is open for waterfowl hunting and all shooting must stop by noon. I stopped reading after that because it's the same exact verbiage, exactly the same as the other ones. So turns out that after that it says that you must leave the area, you must be completely out of the area by noon. So we did stop shooting by noon. By the time that we reach our vehicle to start loading up is around 12:45. So there was a game warden. She issued us a ticket each. And what angered me the most about this, what got me the more a pass from cool to insane, was the fact that she opens the conversation saying, I know you guys didn't do this maliciously, and I know as a fact that a lot of areas, all shooting must stop at noon, but not all the areas are the same. That's how she opens. Now, when you're checking through an app, there's no signs. The only signs that you get in these areas is a barcode that you hit it with your camera. It brings you to the page if you don't have the app, and you plug in. There's no signs anywhere that either tells you this area is closed to any access after 12 o'clock midday. If you know, as a matter of fact, that most of the areas are different than you are, it's more of the areas that you actually stop at noon and you can get at, you have hours to get out of there as well as you're not shooting. And the minority of those areas are the ones that says that you must leave the premises by noon. The right thing to do is either put a notification on the app, since you already spent all that money creating the app, is just put a notification on those areas. Hey, read closely as the entrance and the entrance times and the exit times on the area might have changed. Problem solved. Because once again, we hunted serious amount of public land through the entire state, and 95% of them you stop at noon. And as a matter of fact, that was the first time that we hunted an area that actually asked of you to leave the premises by noon. It is up to us to know the regulations. At Burbage, I say these a lot. So it was our fault. But we got hit with a $200 ticket each, which is more than the cost of the actual license for a violation that it was extremely minor. We didn't shoot the wrong species, we didn't go over our limit, we weren't shooting without licenses, like it was just a time frame situation, and we were exiting the area. We were just loading, getting the dog in the car, getting the decoys, you know what, the whole thing. Now, that right there put the last stick on me. I was like, I'm done. And the reason why that I'm done and I'm doing what I'm doing is because I started to lose passion and the love of what I'm doing. And that's not fair to me, it's not fair to the birds, it's not fair to anything involved with this. It's not fair to you either. So I decided that enough was enough, and I'm calling the season off. I cannot go out there again and deal with this insanity. Now, interesting enough, that was 2 weeks ago. We went hunting yesterday. As I got cooled down, got in the best of the moods, getting the best perspective ever. Let's go, let's have a great time, let's have fun with Commodore, let's enjoy this hunt. Is gonna be alright. Area that we already hunt. Once again, about 8 or 9 boats in the water. Only one boat shot one teal. Everybody else was with no birds, and every single human being that was in the water has been scouted and has shot that area before, just like us. Not a single bird to be seen at distance, behind, not a single bird. That right there was just the cherry on top. And we're done. Calling the season, 2023-2024 waterfowl season is over for me. I do not want to lose respect for what I'm doing. I don't want to lose the love and the passion that I have for this, because I really do care a lot about hunting these birds. But once again, I'm not trying to talk crap about anything. I'm not trying to bash anyone or anything. And once again, I'm trying to be objective about this. But the waterfowl hunting here It's not what one might believe it is. It's not what one might have been told it is. It's really far from it. Once again, we can blame this into El Nino, or the one excuse that actually breaks my soul every time that I hear, is public land. Whatever case might be, it ain't working for me. And this is, once again, this is not about limits and just shooting perfect limits. Far from it. But not being, when you look at your entire total hunts and 90% of them were a complete bust, it is really hard to wake up or drive 4, 5, 6 hours to get to an area to keep getting the same results. It's just not fun. And once you lose the fun aspect of things, at least when it comes to waterfowl hunting, you're done. That being said, one thing I learned is Texas is not even close to have the same waterfowl approach that you do in California and possibly in other states. So that being said, that forced me to do radical changes to the channel in the way that I do things and the way that I hunt. Once again, I hunt public land and things have to change, and because I cannot pull another season of this, I will literally lose my mind. I lose my mind not because, well, like whatever case might be, it's lose my mind because I, just like everybody that watches my video, everybody that goes waterfowling, everybody that loves duck hunting, I'm there for the birds. If there's no birds, then why am I there, right? So I have to adjust this, and the way that I'm gonna adjust this is there's gonna be, logically, I'm not stopping the channel, I'm not quitting waterfowl hunting, I'm just stopping early to avoid damaging something that I really care about. So we're gonna change the dynamic of this channel because it's not gonna work the way that it is, and I live here now. So there is a lot of changes. I'm gonna drop a little bit, some of them, and then we're gonna close this video here. But I'm gonna do some waterfowl vlog. I'm stopping the season now, but that's because I'm starting to prep and arrange everything for 2024, 2025. Yeah, that's how insane this season has been, and I'm to the point where like, no, this is not happening again. And the reason why this is not happening again is because I more likely won't hunt much of Texas next season. I'm gonna elaborate later a little bit more, but I'm gonna be hunting 90% of season 2024, 2025 out of state. And I'm gonna approach it in a completely different way that you guys might think. I'm not just gonna be just trying to figure out what to do. No, I'm gonna grab a schedule. I'm gonna organize a schedule. The only thing that I'm gonna say is I'm gonna organize everything because I wanna hunt with my viewers outside, wherever you are. Let's meet up, let's hunt together. Let me learn from you guys and what you guys are doing, how you guys are doing it, how you do it in your state, and I can show you what I know and how we do things. And it's gonna give me also the opportunity to meet new people that watches my channel and I don't know you personally, people that can, even if we only get one bird, we can share stories, we can share different experiences, and from those experiences I can learn and spread it out. More importantly, you guys are going to see me do all the prepping for the season, and it's going to be intense because we're going to start with painting the boat, rewiring everything, getting everything set up for him so he can have his blind in the boat. Engine, we're going all in. What is triggering this also is the fact that I was offered opportunities to collaborate, not necessarily waterfowl hunting only, but also deer hunting, and he's a person that I actually, that offer of collaboration came from somebody that I wasn't expecting to come, and I'm really happy that she did extend that opportunity, because I took it, and we're gonna have so much fun, and we're gonna learn from each other, and more importantly, make an amazing memory of what's to come. So that is super cool. So just be ready that a lot of things on the channels are changing, and be ready that I'm gonna be really shortly reaching out to all of you, and whoever is willing to host a hunt with me somewhere, wherever you live, I will drive. If you don't have a dog, I got this crazy one. And if we don't have a boat and we need a boat, we have a boat. So yeah, I'm literally getting out of the comfort zone. We're gonna go and hunt with you guys. And importantly enough, is that it's not only one. Getting into deer hunting. We're gonna do deer hunting, but more importantly is that it doesn't stop there. We're hunting. We are hunting. So if it's not waterfowl, you guys want to shoot snipe, you want to shoot whatever it is, as long as it's something that I'm comfortable with. And the reason why I say that is because I'm not a trophy hunter. I don't shoot trophy animals. If I'm not gonna eat it, I'm not gonna shoot it. And if it's an animal that makes no sense for me to shoot, I won't do that. But if it's something that I'm gonna consume, and you can bet that you tell me where and when, and I will be there. So changes. Closing up. T-shirts are all done. I'm almost done with the website. What has been holding me back a little bit is that I'm trying to find the right rate for shipping. I don't want you guys having to pay a ridiculous amount of shipping. If I can prevent that from happening, that's what I'm doing, and I think I found it. I'm gonna be editing a promo right now, including this video, and we should be with the website, if not the end of this week, the end of this coming week, the next one up. Everything should be live on the website, and we're good to go. I got a couple other things. Initially, there's gonna be only 2 products on the website, but that's gonna change within weeks, because I'm gonna be including 3 more items all at once, and then I'm gonna do the announcement of how we are gonna do this whole, pretty much, I'm gonna call it a hunting tour of sorts for the season, and we are gonna have fun. I'm gonna jump into a craziness here. This is a small channel. I appreciate all of you for being here. I appreciate all of you for watching the content. I appreciate all of you from talking, commenting, talking about, hey, what did you think about your shotgun? Or hey, you know, I went and shot this area. Or hey, I saw you in the areas that used to hunt in California. Whatever it is, I do enjoy every time that I get a notification in my phone and says somebody commented on something, and immediately I drop what I'm doing and I go and look at it and just get an answer. But now we're gonna have the opportunity to do it in person. So that's gonna be beautiful, and the way that I'm gonna approach it is kind of different, or that I'm aware of. Nobody have done something on the same linings, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it because I'm 41 years old and I don't have that much activity level left in my body to be wasting it to not see a bird. Let's get this rolling. I'm getting, as I mentioned before, that website with the t-shirts is coming out, if not at the end of this week, next week. And right after that, I'm gonna dump the way that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to figure out if I'm gonna do the calendar on the website so you guys can see as I've been booking dates of where I'm gonna be hunting, so you can see it live. And if you guys are interested on hosting a hunt with me in wherever you are, just reach out. We organize it. Whatever works for you works for me. and we just gonna start tapping out that schedule and getting it all nice and dandy so I can go and hunt with you guys. I want to meet you, I want to learn from you, and more importantly, I want this passion to come back. I don't want this to go away, and to go away for the wrong reasons. That's not what this is all about. That's not the intention of why I do this. And more importantly, this is not how I want my hunting experiences to go. I don't want to do it this way. And if unfortunately is the area that is not vast enough, or is the year or whatever happened, we're putting an end now. We're putting an end now, and it's not gonna go that way. Unfortunately, I just can't do that. I just can't do that. And if I don't have a message where you can learn from me, what is the point? What is the point? So we're changing. You're not gonna see me hunt an area because I know 100% sure that I'm gonna see those birds. You're gonna see me hunt an area with possibly you sitting right next to me. So thank you so very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I hope you guys understand where I'm sitting and why I'm taking the approach that I'm taking. But it's not fair to me, it's not fair to the birds, and more importantly, it's not fair to you. Thank you so very much. Bye, Joa.